Alright fuckers, welcome back to Son of Scotland 90's Total Extreme Wrestling. We've got the
Good
gaming
old GR
Jesus
here.
in the background. The man with 577 subs. He's overtaken 79. Holy fuck, he's on fire. Grab the fire extinguisher, put some cold water on this guy.
Because Kane put me on fire.
With his good old GR impression. Anyway guys, it's WWE Battleground pay-per-view. We've got a backstage rating of 84. We've got some negatives here. Brock Lesnar is a negative influence. Ric Flair is a negative influence. And Mick Foley is an unhappy locker room leader. So, not good. The disappointment of WWE Armageddon is a notable factor. Apparently the pay-per-view done shit. So, yeah, people are not too happy about it. Hopefully Battleground can do a bit better here tonight. We're about to get stuck into the show.
Good old JR signing out.
We've got all 4 Raw titles on the line, and we also have a couple of big matches, number 1 contender matches. Got a big rivalry between Cena and Bray Wyatt all coming to an end, or maybe not actually, but let's find out what we've done. Book the show, let's run it. Here we go. And on the pre-show, and about that subpar wrestling in Little Heat, Anderson and Gallows, known as the Club, defeated the Shining Stars in 6:23 when Gallows defeated Primo by pinfall with a Gallows pole 44D rating. Not a lot more to say about it. I suppose pre-show match, 44D, it's not great, but it's pre-show, so we won't be too sad about it. Let's move on to the next pre-show match. Curtis Axel versus Apollo Crews. On a pre-show about the terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Apollo Crews defeated Curtis Axel in 8:07 by pinfall with a spin-out powerbomb. He's got a 43D. Again, another poor match, but once again, only the pre-show. And to close off the pre-show, in a terrible pre-show match, Big Cass and Enzo Amore defeated Fandango and Tyler Breeze in 5:38 when Big Cass defeated Fandango by pinfall with an East River crossing. This was the highest pre-show match of the night. It got a 48D plus. And good win for Big Cass and Enzo Amore. Now let's move on to the Battleground show itself. And we kick off Battleground with a tag team match. Number 1 contenders for the tag titles. Usos taking on the Dudleys in about a decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. The Dudleys defeated the Usos in a tables match in 13:22 when Bubba Ray Dudley put Jimmy Uso through a table with a Bubba bomb. In terms of ring work, Bubba Ray Dudley was head and shoulders above everyone else. It's got a 70C plus. Pretty good rating, happy with that. As you see, both teams got excellent chemistry. The match got the show off to a strong start, which was good. Bubba Ray with a 77 performance. So yeah, the Dudleys putting the Usos through the table, and I don't know, will this be the end of the rivalry, guys? We'll have to see. But the Dudleys being victorious against the Usos in this one. So I may have said it was number 1 contenders match. It's not, it's just a tag team match between the two teams. My apologies. Dudley's winning with the Bubba Bomb through the table. Let's move on to the next show. Next segment even. It's featuring Brock Lesnar. We've got an angle. And Brock Lesnar is here. Brock Lesnar is shown entering the arena. He's here for tonight's world title match. And that's got a 74B minus. He was alongside Paul Heyman. Brock and Paul have pretty good chemistry. So the show off to a decent start so far. Let's move on to the next segment. Women's number 1 contender match. Paige versus Becky Lynch. And about a decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Paige defeated Becky Lynch in 9:44 by pinfall after using a foreign object. Not sure what it could have been. Could have been the ring bell. Fuck it, we'll make something up. Anyway, decent match, 54C minus. Becky Lynch had a 51 performance, Paige 58. It helps advance the storyline. 54C, not too bad, but obviously a bit disappointing coming down from her opening 70C minus. Let's move on. Xavier Woods is shown knocked out backstage, the subject of a mysterious attack. So Woods is knocked out cold, really. The New Day set to defend the titles tonight against the Wyatt family, and Xavier Woods looks like he won't be a part of that because he's knocked out. The medics are attending to him, and it's got a 56C-. Moving on with Baron Corbin and Ric Flair talking backstage. Corbin is acting heelish to Ric Flair. We know these two haven't been getting along. Baron Corbin showing no respect for the 16-time world champion. It's got a 57C-. Next up, Baron Corbin taking on Titus O'Neil, and about the subpar wrestling and Little Heat. Baron Corbin defeated Titus O'Neil in 6:53 by pinfall with an end of days. During the match, we also had Ric Flair run in and attack Titus O'Neil. Ref was down, but after a collision with both men, Ric Flair coming in delivering a low blow to Titus O'Neil. Why would Ric Flair do that? And Ric Flair turning on O'Neil and leaving the arena, leaving Baron Corbin, leaving ringside, leaving Baron Corbin to get the win on Titus O'Neil. It's got 52D+. And yeah, so why did Ric Flair do that? Maybe we'll find out later, maybe we won't. Let's see what happens next. In a tag team title match, the New Day taking on Ronan and Harper. In a decent match, Ronan and Harper defeated the New Day in 12:41 when Luke Harper defeated Kofi Kingston by pinfall with a discus clothesline. During the match, we also had Braun Strowman distract Kingston. Ronan and Harper win the WWE Tag Team titles. They are the new champs, defeating the New Day. Eric Ronan was the weak link in the match, so struggling to keep up with everyone else's England performance, which is noticeable with that 44 performance there. Bray Wyatt did some good work at ringside. Eric Ronan was off his game tonight. Says Xavier Woods did some good work at ringside, but he wasn't there. If you remember correctly, he'd been taken out earlier in the night. So, yeah, 65C, not too bad. And what's this after the match? We see Ric Flair leaving the arena. Where's he going? Ric Flair looks as if he's not staying around, but he's also leaving with Baron Corbin. So these two have had a heated rivalry. Well, you know, bitter words between each other and for weeks. But Ric Flair looks as if he came out tonight, appeared to help Baron Corbin defeat Titus O'Neil, and now he's leaving the arena with Baron Corbin. So what's happening between these two? Baron Corbin's getting better at his gimmick, and maybe we'll find out more tomorrow night on Raw. So I already had one title change tonight. Are we going to have another? It's our second title match. It's the Intercontinental Championship triple threat match between The Miz, Big Show and Jack Swagger. And a decent match. The Miz defeated Big Show and Jack Swagger in 13:31 when Miz defeated Jack Swagger by pinfall with a skull-crushing finale. The Miz makes defense number 2 of his WWE Intercontinental title. But the Big Show carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. It's got a 56C-. Miz was really off his game tonight, unfortunately, for some reason. Miz and Maurice have a pretty good chemistry, though. In the area, you can see Miz with an in-ring performance of 57, Swagger 51. Big Show did look as if he carried the match with a 68. Disappointing from the Miz, would expect better there. But obviously Miz had an off night and that happens. 56C-, pretty poor rating. Hopefully the show picks up, guys, because these ratings haven't been too great. Let's move on to the next segment. An angle backstage with Rollins and Stephanie McMahon. Seth Rollins enters Stephanie McMahon's office. Steph tells Rollins if he is here to beg for some help in his match tonight against the Beast Brock Lesnar, then she's got some bad news for him. Rollins tells Steph he doesn't need anything from her. He is going to go out tonight and become the new World Heavyweight Champion, and her and the Authority are going to wish that they stuck by the guy here in WWE. And that's got a 74B- rating. Pretty good there. We need a good rating after a lot of mid-card, mid-rating mediocrity. And that 74B- is going to help us a lot. So Stephanie maybe thought Rollins was here to beg for help, but Rollins just letting Stephanie know that she made a big mistake. The Authority made a big mistake by getting rid of Seth Rollins. No longer having his back. Seth Rollins seems adamant, seems determined that he's going to be going out tonight and defeating Brock Lesnar for that title. Let's move on. Got a video airing hyping Charlotte versus Sasha Banks for the women's title. 60C rating it got. And in the women's championship match, and about the decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, Sasha Banks defeated Charlotte in 13:40 by submission with a Banks statement. Sasha Banks wins the WWE Women's title, and this got a 58C minus. Sasha Banks in-ring performance of 61, Charlotte 54. Sasha Banks is your new women's champion, defeating Charlotte, and the Boss Has Flair storyline has advanced with this segment. So yeah, I'm expecting a wee bit better from this, but 58C minus. Well, we'll just have to accept it for now. Moving on. After the match, got Sasha Banks celebrating in the ring as she becomes the WWE Women's Champion for the first time. And yeah, 64C rating. Not too bad. Let's move on. They've got a video now airing hyping the rivalry between John Cena and Bray Wyatt for tonight's one-on-one match. This got an 80B, best rating of the night so far. Big match, John always delivering. Now let's move on to the match itself. Bray Wyatt versus John Cena, and about that superb wrestling and good heat, Bray Wyatt defeated John Cena in 2002 by pinfall with his sister Abigail. Bray Wyatt defeating Big Match John clean in the middle of the ring, and this got an 81B rating. Fucking great stuff there. Unfortunately, the announcing job done by John Bradshaw Layfield was pretty weak. The match deserved better colour commentary, but this match did get the crowd buzzing. Bray Wyatt in-ring performance of 78, John Cena 89. Does Cena still have its storyline has advanced? Great stuff there though. 81B, man. Yeah, 81B, very happy with that. Now we move on. We've got a video airing hyping Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins tonight's World Heavyweight Championship promo. Basically just showing how both men, qualified to get to the final of this tournament. How both men made it this far. It's got an 88B fucking rating. Great stuff there. Just what we needed. We may have started off poorly. Well, we started off alright, then it was kind of poor, mediocre, but we're ending on a strong note here. So, got Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins coming up for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins for the title in an exceptional match. Seth Rollins defeated Brock Lesnar, what the hell, in 21:32 by pinfall with a pedigree. During the match, we also had Carl Anderson distract Lesnar, and Luke Gallows also attacked Lesnar. So what's this? Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows of the club coming out, distracting Lesnar. Carl Anderson with the distraction, Luke Gallows with a big boot to Lesnar. It looks as if Lesnar has Seth Rollins beat until those two came out. Seth Rollins then managing to get up, delivering a pedigree to Lesnar, and getting a quick win over the beast, really. So Brock Lesnar and probably having pretty good chemistry. The match got the crowd hotter. Brock Lesnar had an in-ring performance in 94, Seth Rollins 80. Crowning a new champion storyline has advanced with this segment. Brock Lesnar is improving in technical skills. 83B plus, fucking very happy with that. And we move on. After the match, Seth Rollins runs away before Brock Lesnar can get his hands on him. So, like I say, is Anderson providing the distraction, Gallows with the big boot, just, stunning Lesnar, giving him enough time for Rollins to hit the pedigree, getting the free count. But obviously, Brock Lesnar didn't take much damage during the match, but obviously, the big boot for Gallows, just enough to stun Lesnar, allows Rollins to hit the pedigree and get a quick free count. But Lesnar, not down for long, get up, but Seth Rollins running away before Brock Lesnar gets hands on him. A 79B rating to end the show. Once again, Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman have pretty good chemistry. And now we're going to see how the show actually got here in the ratings, and I think it was pretty good. Just wanting to announce that it was held in front of 10,300 people at the Stan Sheriff Centre. So Fucking phone in the background, pissing me the fuck off. Some cunt for list want to stop fucking calling me. Anyway, let's see here what's happening. I think the show's gonna be in the 70s, but we'll find out what we got. 74. I'm gonna say a 74. Let's see. Holy fuck, an 81B. So yeah, obviously the end of the show really did help there. So the show increased their popularity in 4 regions, and that's fucking great news. So now we've got to make speeches, and who do you want to make? Give the speeches to, obviously the top 2 matches did the best. We're going to have to leave one out, and I feel the man we're going to leave out is going to be Bray Wyatt. Sorry Bray, but it just has to be done. So we've got Brock Lesnar and Big John. Or actually, maybe we don't want to talk about John. Maybe I'm going to give The Miz some encouragement. He had an off night. I'm going to criticise The Miz for a poor performance. We're gonna, praise for a great performance, I think. We're gonna compliment them both on a good performance, so here we go. Let's make these speeches. Both Rollins and Lesnar compliment on good performances, and we're gonna criticise them as for a poor performance. Let's see how this works. Seth Rollins will seem pleased. Brock Lesnar seemed pleased. The Miz didn't seem too concerned with your speech, at least for now. So, not quite sure what to make of that. I wanted to see a bit of fight back from The Miz, a bit of passion, but he didn't seem too bothered. So, maybe he'll be losing his Intercontinental title then if he doesn't seem to give a fuck. Because we're not going to accept poor performances on the Raw brand. Definitely not. So. And then you see number 1 news that Ryback's left WWE. He lost that match last week on SmackDown. He quit, and now his contract with WWE just ran out. So there you go, and feedback for the show has been positive, with the most having liked the vast majority of the show, which is good. Let's see how look at our shows. Lazy Battleground coming in there at number 1. Going straight to the top, just edging out SmackDown and Raw from the past week. In terms of matches, we go to 2 matches from that show there. Rollins and Lesnar, Bray Wyatt and Cena. Both going to the top of the list. And John Cena is involved in 3 of the top 5 matches. No surprise, really. And in terms of attendances, Armageddon there had a much bigger attendance than Battleground, but Battleground did a much better show. Pay-per-view buy rates. Battleground of a 0.59. Turns out I didn't actually offer Armageddon, I think, was exclusively on the network, so yeah. Now we've got Raw tonight. It's going to be some great acts. 4.4 million profit there from the month of July. And now we're going to be going to Raw. It's going to be a great show, I think, tonight. Lots of shit lots of fallout from the pay-per-view. Can't wait to see what happens. So yeah, tune in for that, guys, and see what the Beast is going to be doing. See what the new champs are going to be doing. But until then, it's going to do it for this episode 11 of Total Extreme Wrestling Brand Wars. Till next time, peace.